Alright guys, over the years a lot of people have asked me how to properly set up on deadlifts. Where do you want the bar? Is it over midfoot? You know, is it out in front of you? How does it work? And what I notice a lot of people do is they just put the bar a few inches away from their shins, about where it is with Tessa right now, and then they bring their knees to the bar to try and get the bar to their shins, because they know it's supposed to be touching their shins. You'll see what Tessa's doing here. This is a classic beginner mistake. This is having the bar way out in front of you, bring your knees to the bar, and having your shoulders out in front of the bar. What's going to happen is, if she was to lift it, it would come off the ground an inch or two, it would go out to be in line with her shoulders, it would drift a few inches away from her, and then she'd have to fight it all the way back towards her. The worst thing about all this is her hips would have to shoot up in the air just to do all that. So the whole big moving your knees towards the bar to make it look like it's touching is completely wasted. Now, the way I do it, I learned this from watching other lifters, and I think over time I may have perfected it. My method is this. Tess, reach down, grab the bar. You get your grip with whatever stance it happens to be that you're using. This is specifically for conventional deadlifts, but I suppose you could do the same with sumo. You then roll the bar back until it touches your shins while keeping your ass high in the air. You want your hips high in the air while you're doing this. This is where you get your air. You take the biggest breath that you can, and then you sit back down into it. Let's do that, Tessa. Notice how she stops right as the bar is in line with her shoulders. This is going to be your best bet. The other thing she's doing here is the way she sits back down into it. Believe it or not, if Tessa was not holding onto the bar, she would fall backwards. So she's essentially using her own weight as a lever to help get the weight off the floor. You'll see how she sits back down into that. Her weight is actually behind her somewhat, and she's using her lower stomach to push into her upper thighs as she sits down into it. This is where you compact, and then use your core to press against your upper thighs to help get the weight off the floor. This is how I ensure I get into the right deadlift starting position, can use my abs at the same time, have the bar in place, and have the perfect position for the start of every deadlift. And I highly recommend you guys give it a try. As always, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out musclemasochist.com for approved products, apparel, online coaching, ebooks, and much more. And stay tuned for more.
How the fuck you